The room pulsed with a secret they thought I wouldn't catch. Stepping into my parents' sleek suburban kitchen, I felt it, a hum of conspiracy beneath the clatter of brunch preparations. My mother, Diane, flashed a smile too polished, her hands fluttering as she handed me a mimosa. My father, Victor, offered a nod too crisp, his eyes avoiding mine. My cousin, Jasper, lounged at the counter, his smirk sharp with the old mischief that once saw him borrow my car keys for joyrides. "Nora, you made it," Diane chirped, nudging me toward the sunlit breakfast nook. The table sparkled with crystal juice glasses, a tower of croissants, and a platter of smoked salmon, far too extravagant for a casual Saturday. A leather-bound notebook sat beside Victor's plate, its edge jutting out like a warning flare. My gut twisted. This wasn't a meal, it was a maneuver. "How's the wellness center?" Diane asked, her tone bright as the chandelier above. "Still burning the midnight oil?" "We're up 18% in bookings this quarter," I said, watching Victor's fingers graze the notebook. Jasper leaned forward, all false casualness. "Impressive, Nora, but that tiny reception area? You need a real system." His glance flicked to Diane, a silent cue in their choreographed play. Victor set down his coffee with a deliberate clink. "Nora, we've been talking about your center's potential." My bite of croissant turned to ash. Diane leaned in, words smooth as rehearsed lines. "Family legacies need family hands. Jasper's got a vision to elevate your brand." Jasper grinned, all teeth. "I'd run operations, scheduling, marketing, the grunt work. You focus on clients. I'm only asking 22% of the profits. Generous, right?" The air thickened. This was a heist dressed as hospitality. Memories crashed in. Scraping through wellness certification on scholarships, wiring Jasper cash for his emergencies while I lived on instant coffee, the $170,000 in loans still haunting my bank account. "I have a manager," I said, voice calm despite the fire inside. Diane waved a dismissive hand. "Jasper's a born connector. Remember how he wowed your investors at the launch party?" I did. Just like I recalled Jasper's help last spring when he manned my front desk and handed out free sessions to his gym buddies, leaving my schedule in chaos. "May I see the plan?" I nodded at the notebook. Victor slid it over, smug. "Drawn up by our lawyer. Just needs your okay." Jasper winked. "I can start Monday." I sipped my mimosa, slow and deliberate, then reached for my messenger bag. "First, you should see this." The snap of the clasp cut the silence like a blade. I pulled out a polished binder, my armor, forged from years of unseen hustle. "What's this?" Victor's tone wavered, his control slipping. I laid out a contract, the Peak Pulse Network logo bold across the top. "I signed an operations deal with them 3 weeks ago. They handle everything. Family can't join without my board's vote, and I'm the board." Jasper's jaw tightened. "You set us up." I held his gaze. "I made a choice based on facts." I produced a file. 14 missed bookings, 20 unapproved discounts, 28 billing errors from Jasper's stint. These nearly cost me my license. Diane reached for me, voice soft. "He was learning, Nora." "Learning doesn't tank a business," I said, standing. "I covered your yoga classes, Victor's sciatica, Jasper's post-marathon rubs, $40,000 in free services while I ate stale cereal to make loan payments." My phone pinged. "Talia, my manager. You good? Did you drop the bomb?" I smiled, grounded by a team that valued me. Victor tried to pivot. "Let's talk terms. 15% share, 3-month trial." I shut my binder.
"My
center's not your cash machine." Diane gasped, clutching her necklace. "You're abandoning family?" "I'm protecting my life's work," I said, striding out. The morning air hit like a release, their stunned silence trailing behind. Weeks later, I faced them in a bustling downtown bistro. My binder sat ready, packed with proof, screenshots of Diane's LinkedIn posts claiming my center as a family venture, texts from colleagues confused by Victor's partnership pitches. "You've been selling my success as yours," I said, sliding evidence across the table. Victor bristled. We're just proud. Proud when it's convenient. I shot back, revealing Jasper's emails to my vendors. Jasper's charm cracked, envy seeping through. You get the spotlight while I'm stuck in a call center. My terms, I said, voice like iron. No business meddling. Full rates for services. No family legacy lies. Diane's eyes welled, but I stood firm. Family lifts you up, not pulls you down. I left them in the bistro's hum, their voices lost in the clink of cutlery, my steps light with newfound freedom. 1 year on, my center thrives. The reception glows with patient thank you notes and local awards. My team of 14 shares my vision. Our waitlist now 3 months deep. Diane's emails hint at change, volunteer work, no demands. Jasper's new job lacks his usual bravado. At a mentor dinner, I share my story, voice steady as I recount the boundaries that saved me. The mountains outside stand firm, like the life I've built. I'm Nora Quinn, and I heal those who see the healer.